So you got to be there for somebody. And a more emotional support. It's like this dog. It's like Max. No matter how mad I can get at him, how aggravated his mom can get with him, he is always there. We as humans don't realize that we are there for people. Sometimes we don't even pay attention. We don't even know just by saying hello to somebody how much that makes a difference in somebody's life. We don't pay attention to that. We don't understand that just saying good morning and, just because we're stuck in our own worlds, we're mad, we're upset, we woke up pissed off, disgruntled, and I try not to do that. Got to get off on the wrong side of the bed or whatever, and you walk outside, your neighbor's out there across the fence over maybe watering his lawn, you're going ready to go to work, and all of a sudden he says good morning to you, and you're just stuck in your own world, and you don't say shit, you get in the truck and you leave. Sometimes it hits you later, sometimes it don't, but just that one good morning, hello, how are you doing? That could mean a difference in somebody's life. Just throw your hand up. Say, hey, in the South, that's what we do. Riding down the road, we just throw our hands up. I mean, you got people sit on the side of the road, you don't even know the man's house cat. Just throw your hand up. But it's something to be there for somebody that is in emotional distress and needs help. It's comforting. That's like when I got pissed off about what Jimbo did. Going and picking him up at the hospital while he was on live. I know in a way you're doing, I guess you could say that he was trying to do what Ernie wanted him to do. But in my mind, I believe him picking Ernie up was a better thing than doing any of that other shit. That's just my opinion. I think that him just being there, if he would have just looked at Ernie and said, look, Ernie, no, you need to stay the fuck off this YouTube right now. Okay? You need to get your shit together. Okay? Take a break. You don't need this shit right now. I'm not going to do this. I'm here to help you. I'm here to take you home. Now we're going to get away from this for a little while. We need to go fishing. We're going to do some shit like that. Instead of cowing down to him and allowing him to do what he wants. Yeah, he could have easily jumped out the vehicle and done his thing and all this shit. But that would have been Ernie. Ernie could have done what he wanted to do. But to be an enabler and allow him to put himself deeper and deeper in his emotional distress and his mental distress, that's not helping him. That's why I got pissed off about it. That's why I showed my ass. Because I knew right then at that time, that's not being a friend. You're not helping him. You're not showing support to that man. You're doing it for clicks and views like he is. And if that's not the case, then you shouldn't have done it. That's the way I looked at it. And if he gets pissed off, he got pissed off about it, so be it. He did get pissed off about it. And then when it happened again, he was the first one that said, I'm blocked. I'm blocked from that channel. Ernie needs to have somebody to help him, somebody that actually wants to be there for him. Ernie don't need somebody that wants you to just sit there and ride his shirt tails and pray that they can make money off of him or get glitz or get glamour and clicks and views off of him, even though that's what Ernie wants too. In a way, that's Ernie's world. It doesn't matter if that's what Ernie wants to do or not. And it don't matter if Ernie's good at it or not. That's not the point. What it means is, what it matters is right now is Ernie needs to get better. Ernie needs to want to get help. That's right. But if you got to be the tough love, you got to be the tough love. You got to be out there and you got to say, look, yeah, he's old enough to get his own fucking shit together. Is he really? Is he old enough to get his own fucking help? DC, really? Okay, how many people do you know that's ever been in emotional distress or mental distress? How many people do you know that you actually know what the fuck you're talking about to make that comment like that? It don't matter if you're damn 4 years old or if you're 104 years old. When you're in a situation like that, how are you to sit there and dictate that he's old enough to handle his own business? When you're having an emotional trauma going on in your life, who in the hell do you think you are to say that he's old enough to do that? No, you're a damn piece of shit's what you are to make that comment. You don't give a fuck about Ernie. You don't give a fuck about nobody. If this was your own damn family that you were dealing with, you wouldn't be saying that comment. But that's just your entitled ass doing that shit. That's what that is. Now, you want to say triggered? That's triggered. That's what happens when you get triggered. Did I help you out? Did I help you today? You piece of shit. Did I help you? I hope I did. Mental health ain't nothing to damn fuck with. You're an idiot. That's what you are. To come in here and make comments like that, you're a fucking idiot. That's what you are. Mental health can attack anybody. It don't matter if it's Alzheimer's, it don't matter if it's dementia, it don't matter if it's just somebody with schizophrenia, bipolar, whatever it is. When they have their damn fits, when they have their damn attacks, they don't know right from wrong, don't know where the hell they're at, don't know left from right, much less. You just sit there and say that he's a grown man, he can handle his business. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. That's plain and simple. That's just being truthful right there. And you, my friend, know what the definition of a piece of shit is to make that comment. I don't care whose damn side of the fence you're on. That shit is just sorry as hell to make that comment like that. That is a lazy ass little narcissistic comment to make right there. You're like that person that says, whenever that person picks that rock up and takes it to the road, comes back with a back hurting, well, if you'd have asked, I'd have helped. That's the type of person you are. Entitled and deemed better than somebody by your own self. Lord knows, heaven forbid you have to go through something like that. Heaven forbid. You ain't got no humanity in your damn soul. What the fuck are you doing here? You must live a piss poor life to have that much attitude to go towards somebody. Me and Ernie might have our issues, but I still got enough humanity in my damn soul to recognize when somebody needs fucking help. You ain't got a damn act of damn kindness in your body, do you? You ain't got a bone of damn kindness. None of it. That's sickening. You don't know what he's going through every day. You don't know what's in his mind. You don't know what's going on with him. You don't know what he's done. I mean, he's got it. Even if it's to the point where he's got his whole mind made up around what he thinks he is, what he's created this facade. If that's the case, whenever reality starts creeping into that mentality, that man goes into a crisis mode. And for you to sit there and dictate that he's old enough to handle his own self, I bet you're still living at home. You ain't never had to affect yourself in the real world. You don't even know how to comprehend reality if you say shit like that. That's fucking disgusting. I don't care who he is. You don't say that. Big enough to damn do it. Are you big enough? What do you do for a fucking living? Drive Uber or Grubhub if you do that? Or work for damn Chuck E. Cheese or something? Not saying that's a bad job, but what do you do? You couldn't handle the capacity and mentality that Ernie's got probably. You couldn't do that. That's your problem right there. Just because somebody has got problems mentally does not mean they're damn stupid. Don't mean they're damn not intelligent. There's people out there that can't even sit there and talk to you in a common language like me and you are right now. But can sit in front of a chalkboard or a damn dry erase board and draw out a mathematical equation to solve all the problems in the world. And your ass is so narrow-minded you couldn't even figure it out. Probably to go around your ass to pick your fucking nose. But you got the dumb audacity to say that somebody's old enough to fix their own problems. Yeah, that's entitled right there. That's top-notch entitlement right there. You probably couldn't pour piss out of a boot if you didn't have direction inside of it. Yeah, I'm triggered. That pisses me off. I mean, that ain't what we're here for. That's all you got to go after is this man's mental. You want to attack this man's mental capacity? Really? What do you got other than what the hell you've been hearing from these other damn rumor chasers and shit, huh? What does it matter how many times he's been tased? They've rerun it. They keep things a fucking joke. You're right, Moose Clues. They do. That thing is a fucking joke. Where have we lost humanity at? That's the problem right there. How can you sit there and say you ain't a bully when you ain't got no damn humanity for shit? You don't even care about your own mods. I know damn well you don't care about your own people. But you'll go after people's family. You'll go after my wife. You'll go after people that don't have no conscientious value in what's going on here. But you'll go after for clicks and views. That's hatefulness, man. That's hateful. One thing about it, I hit you head on. I don't go after nobody else. How you doing, Lisa 54? Lisa 54, is that you? Is that the nose, sweetie? Yeah, I don't know if that's her or not. I don't think so. No, that's not her. She's he might be her other channel. You're welcome, Elizabeth. All right, you got it up. What you got up, Ray? You got on your channel? Is that where you got it at, sweetie? I got you, Lisa 54. I thought you was the nose over there too. And no offense, I was looking for her because of the situation going on over on Benny Keys' side. I know, I know she is now. I was trying to see if you might have been Lisa from Nose because right now there's a damn coup out there right now about trying to take a channel down. These people are trying to be sneaky.
I don't know if I have on.
I get it. I know where you are.
Hail to the nose, she said.
Well, she's got to be watched too because everybody's that front over there. All they want to do is attack channels now. They're trying to go after everybody.
All of them out last night.
And yeah, I know she did. I was watching it. Let me see if I can get it to come on.
Hang on there, y'all. He's gonna try and get Honest page pulled up. My tablet won't do it.
It's called Liquid Honey.
You're welcome.
That was 2 weeks ago. That ain't it. No, that ain't it. I'm gonna get it right here. Here we go. We can get it right here. It's gonna be there it is. Don't get drunk on Nicolina, on this proof Nicolina. 2 minutes ago. All right. Let me get it on the big screen here.
Okay. I'll just put it on damn TV. Thank you, Charlie.
Let me pause it just for a second, and I can come off of that. And I'll go to StreamYard.
Well, you're going to probably have to cut your volume down.
I will do when I get to it, but I'm trying to get it on StreamYard. Let me get over to it. Y'all bear with me a second.
Benny made me a mod one night.
Okay, I'm gonna get to it. Hang on.
And Honest Rage was like, everyone was like, you can't mod for him unless you talk to Honest Rage. So I emailed her, and she was like, I need your phone number, address.
Oh, let me get it on.
And I wanted to get in Discord, is what it was. And she's like, I need cash information or the other one, PayPal. And I was like, I'm not doing that. I have nothing to offer with information on Summer's case. So why did she need all that, right? Benny's the one that made me.
Okay.
Benny made me a mod one night. And Honest Rage was like, everyone was like, you can't mod for him unless you talk to Honest Rage. So I emailed her, and she was like, I need your phone number, address, and I wanted to get in Discord, is what it was. And she's like, I need Cash App information or the other one, PayPal. And I was like, I'm not doing that. Like, I have nothing to offer with information on Summer's case, so why did she need all that, right? Benny's the one that made me a mod, and my thought was, he is not stupid. He wouldn't have modded me if he didn't think I'd do the right thing, right?
Right.
And I wasn't playing her game, and I refused to, so she sent me another email, and I said, I don't need to be a mod that bad. And she was all like, well, I haven't told Benny yet, but you have one last chance to give me your information.
What?
Yeah.
This is some Ernie Shell shit. Is she like, has everyone checked their credit reports to make sure she's not been doing some scammy thing. She never asked me for my address. It's probably because I would have told her to get fucked.
I didn't give her any of it. I told her, I said, I'm not doing it. I'll just watch, you know. And because to me it wasn't that big of a deal. I just felt like that's putting my child in danger, let alone me.
Yes, BK, she was asking every mod. She never asked me, but this is like the 7th person that has told me this story. And I think the reason she didn't ask me is because she knew I had your actual real phone number where she didn't. And I would have been like, why is Honest Rage asking for my motherfucking home address to be your mod?
I think it's if they're creators, she didn't ask, because I'm seeing a pattern. The ones that are creators didn't get asked that information, but the ones who are subs did, because like the ones up here and the ones you talked to that you told me that said that, and you know.
So she was isolating Benny from his own mod.
Yep, that's exactly what she did.
She even told me, she said, Benny doesn't control that. And I'm like, wait, what?
Yep.
And to me, that just made it look like she was trying to make it like he wasn't smart or something. I'm like, I didn't even talk to her after that. But he made me a mod. One day I sent him, I even sent him a super chat trying to ask him. And she put me on timeout. Like, I wanted to ask him, not her. And
wait a minute. Crafting through the lies. What are you talking about? Why are y'all lying on Honest Rage? She's a good person. Tell the whole
truth. That's not a lie. I don't lie. Just saying, I don't lie.
You're calling me a liar.
Tamari, you need to talk to Dutchie. You need to talk to BBK.
What the hell?
You need to talk to, her name was Amber. You need to talk to Valkyrie. You need to actually talk to these people, because at first...
wait a minute, there's 2 Craftons in here.
Uh-oh.
She done went... that isn't Craftons.
Where is it?
I hit her. It was just to see.
All right.
She was cloning her.
You guys give me a minute.
I'm gonna go... I was gonna say, holy fuck, that doesn't sound like crafting.
No, I was gonna say, and I hid that one, Crafton. Y'all, the ones who aren't, the people who aren't mods on here, if you understand,
hold on, Izzy, hold on.
Wait a minute, I'm saying
if crafting, she is on speakerphone. She has something to say.
Okay.
Hey, that's not my account. I'm in here, but that's not
my
account.
No, they just said that. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Oh, I see the one you just blocked. Holy shit.
Yeah.
So is Honest really going to this length?
Evidently.
Okay, hold on.
I just want to say one more thing and I'll drop down. The reason I watch Benny is because he makes me laugh on days when I don't want to laugh, and he just makes my heart smile. Like, because there's days I don't want to laugh, and he always can make me laugh and smile.
And that's how I found BK, and how I became a BK fan, is because when I was very inundated with, and my life was chaos, my job, everything I was going through, it was part of my day that I could sit and laugh and just, it was great. And
the day he got his tooth pulled, I told him, I sent him a super chat, and I was like, if I was there, I would hold your hand, because I know what that's like. My son had 9 teeth pulled just like the week before that. And
I'm going to step away for a quick second, Izzy and Stormy.
People in the chat that aren't mods, if you see somebody in there you think is a cloned account, please let one of the mods know. Because we don't always see it. And I didn't even see that fake account. That's when I was like, what? There's no way. I just wanted to let Benny know if he wants me a mod for him, I still will, and I'll always stick with him. Like, I don't believe anybody unless I hear it from his mouth. Yep. But thank you for letting me come
Whole time you've been seeing my mouth go.
Oh,
You ain't heard shit, have you?
dumbass hoes. Oh.
Let me go back to my pose. I'm posing. My contemplation pose. Okay.
Okay, did you put that out there? Who has another last spot? Did you put that up there?
What?
Did you ask?
About what?
Did you put that on there?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay, because I knew I did.
Because I got power.
I knew you got that one.
Did y'all hear the video? Can I get a one in the chat if everybody heard the video? Because I will gladly play it again. Would y'all like to hear it again?
You were laughing. I had no idea what it was about.
What it was about?
I guess talking about.
I was laughing at
They all
something
heard it.
somebody said, I think. I don't know. Do y'all want to hear it again? Again, please? Okay, well, we shall do that. Let me just bear with me. Just let me go back over here and we'll do it again, shall we? Honest Rage, you have a problem with us showing it again? Because I think this needs to be put out there. And I will make sure that my mic is mic'd. Is a block. Muted, that's the word. This time. For sure. And I'll try to be more dramatic when I come back on with more of a a calm, cool, collective attitude when I come back on. Because I want this to really sink in, folks. This is the skullduggery. The straight fuckery that these people portray. Now let me pause this because I don't want the fuckery to be
But
missed.
I did notice that it's not the people with channels that were asked that information.
No.
It was the subs that
Right.
was asked that information.
Is that correct? And basically honest, what they're saying, the woman is speaking. Who is the woman that's speaking during this? Who is the woman that's talking like this? That's talking about the whole time. Who is that woman? Can you clarify that for me? I heard Nicolina and I heard Crafting in her, but who was the girl? Who was the woman that was actually leading the charge here in this video? And channels. But can you tell me who the person was that was leading the charge and the effort with this whole thing? Can you give her name for transparency, please? Can you do that to me for me, sweetie?
We need to fresh target.
It's
Yeah.
September Angel. I think it's September Angel. Okay.
Sammy Johnson say, you need to take your ass off the one.
Sammy Johnson, Honest Rage, they depend on you for content. Ernie Shell isn't around, so they need a fresh target. They're a sick crew. That's what he said. There's nothing wrong with what you said. That's a fact. She's exactly right. That's exactly right. Now, let's watch this one more time, folks.
Well, I don't.
But that was September Angel, right? Is what you said was doing the. That was talking.
I think it was Angel.
September Angel. Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna go over here and we're gonna play it one more time, and then I'm gonna mute myself so y'all can hear it clearly. Okay. So at the count of three.
Lizzie is the older one.
Izzy is the older one.
Izzy.
Izzy is the one lying. Okay. Izzy's the one lying. She is the older one. Okay. That's the older voice that we're hearing. That's the one that was with Nicolina the other day talking about how that was Izzy Pop. Izzy Pop. Okay. Just for transparency, we're trying to get all the names right. And I hope it pisses everybody off when I do say that. But I'm muting now, folks. So as we go.
Benny made me a mod one night. And Honest Rage was like, everyone was like, you can't mod for him unless you talk to Honest Rage. So I emailed her. And she was like, I need your phone number, address, and I wanted to get in Discord is what it was. And she's like, I need Cash App information or the other one, PayPal. And I was like, I'm not doing that. Like, I have nothing to offer with information on Summer's case, so why did she need all that, right? Benny's the one that made me a mod, and my thought was, he is not stupid. He wouldn't have modded me if he didn't think I'd do the right thing, right?
Right.
And I wasn't playing her game, and I refused to, so she sent me another email. And I said, I don't need to be a mod that bad. And she was all like, well, I haven't told Benny yet, but you have one last chance to give me your information.
What?
Yeah.
This is some Ernie Shell shit. Is she like, has everyone checked their credit reports to make sure she's not been doing some scammy? She never asked me for my address. It's probably because I would have told her to get fucked.
I didn't give her any of it. I told her, I said, I'm not doing it. I'll just watch, you know. And
How long?
because to me it wasn't that big of a deal. I just felt like that's putting my child in danger, let alone me.
Yes, BK, she was asking every mod. She never asked me, but this is like the 7th person that has told me this story. And I think the reason she didn't ask me is because she knew I had your actual real phone number where she didn't. And I would have been like, why is Honest Rage asking for my motherfucking home address to be your mod?
I think it's if they're creators she didn't ask, because I'm seeing a pattern. The ones that are creators didn't get asked that information, but the ones who are subs did, because like the ones up here that and the ones you talked to that you told me that said that, and the, you know.
So she was isolating Benny from his own mod.
Yep, that's exactly what she did.
She even told me, she said, Benny doesn't control that. And I'm like, wait, what?
Yep.
And to me, that just made it look like she was trying to make it like he wasn't smart or something. I'm like, I didn't even talk to her after that, but he made me a mod. And one day I sent him, I even sent him a super chat trying to ask him. And she put me on timeout. Like, I wanted to ask him, not her. And
wait a minute. Crafting through the lies. What are you talking about? Why are y'all lying on Honest Rage? She's a good person. Tell the whole
truth. That's not a lie. I don't lie. Just saying, I don't lie.
Calling me a liar.
Tamari, you need to talk to Dutchie. You need to talk to BBK.
What the hell?
You need to talk to, her name was Amber. You need to talk to Valkyrie. You need to actually talk to these people, because at first...
wait a minute, there's 2 Craftons in here.
Uh-oh.
She done went... that isn't Craftons.
Where is it?
I hit her. It was just to see.
Right.
She was cloning her.
You guys give me a minute.
I'm gonna go. I was gonna say, holy fuck, that doesn't sound like crafting.
No, I was gonna say, and I hid that one, Crafton. Y'all, the ones who aren't, the people who aren't mods on here, if you understand,
hold on, Izzy, hold on.
Wait a minute, I'm saying
I crafting. She is on speakerphone. She has something to say.
Okay.
Hey, that's not my account. I'm in here, but that's not my account.
No, they just said that. I was like, what the hell? Oh, I see the one you just blocked. Holy shit.
Yeah.
So is Honest really going to this length?
Evidently.
Okay, hold on.
I just want to say one more thing and I'll drop down. The reason I watch Benny is because he makes me laugh on days when I don't want to laugh, and he just makes my heart smile. Like, because there's days I don't want to laugh, and he always can make me laugh and smile.
And that's how I found BK and how I became a BK fan, is because when I was very inundated with, and my life was chaos, my job, everything I was going through, it was part of my day that I could sit and laugh and just, it was great. And
the day he got his tooth pulled, I told him, I sent him a super chat, and I was like, if I was there, I would hold your hand, because I know what that's like. My son had 9 teeth pulled just like the week before that. And
I'm going to step away for a quick second, Izzy and Stormy.
People in the chat that aren't mods, if you see somebody in you think is a cloned account, please let one of the mods know. Because we don't always see it. And I didn't even see that fake account. That's when I was like, what? There's no way. I just wanna is Nina's daughter. I just wanted to let Benny know if he wants me to mod for him, I still will, and I'll always stick with him. I don't believe anybody unless I hear it from his mouth. Yep. But thank you for letting me come up, and I'll jump down now. Thank you, Violet. You're welcome, Violet. And I guess it's me and you, Stormy, since she walked away. I always like petting kitties. Hey, do we need to do a song and dance up here to keep them entertained or what? Easy. It's easy to influence a song, girlfriend.
Nobody heard a damn word I just said. That's fine. I'm just going to repeat myself. I said, that's pretty fucked up shit, ain't it, folks? You hear me now, don't you? That was some pretty messed up shit, wasn't it? That was... Am I muted again? I'm not muted anymore. I'm on now. But that was some pretty messed up shit. You're not blocked, Kimmy. You're in here. I'm seeing you. I'm watching you. I'm watching you, Kimmy. Just listen to the show, sweetheart. I'm on mute. Can you hear me now? Harsh, I know. It's harsh. You're damn right, honest. It is harsh. The efforts they'll go to. That pretty much coincides with information I've been given that it is actually going on. But they wanted to make have a duck fit over damn Ernie doing it, didn't they?
Come on, baby.
Now you want to F me now, Kimmy. Come on, Kimmy. We know we love you. We're trying to handle something right now, something that's important. And just like if it was you, we'd be handling it too. Please be kind.
Today is be kind to
We love you, Kimmy.
your...
Do you see how twisted this shit gets? When I made that comment, whenever this first came down, when I put the video out, I said, there's more to this shit than meets the eye. Something just ain't making sense. When you hear both sides of the story, things get a little bit different, don't they? If you want to listen to the other side of the story, some people could give 2 fucks about the other side of the story, but that's just the mentality they carry.
Don't get triggered.
I'm not going to get triggered, but I'm just making a point. There's 2 sides to every fucking story.
Yes, sir.
And nobody wants to hear the truth. Nobody cares about the truth.
Oh, truth don't matter.
Truth don't matter.
Because if you're not homeless and you're not begging,
Yeah.
and you,
It's so easy to label somebody
yeah.
just due to the fact is their loyalties lie. Because they're loyal to an individual. They're doing what that other person wants them to do. They're doing basically, it's like a job. When you're modding for a man, you're doing a job, but at the same time, to be able to be perplexed enough to go into a Discord and mimic a lie to create a facade, or even if it ain't in a Discord, whatever it's in, it could be in a damn right full frontal. Don't make shit. Everybody makes mistakes, honest. Everybody makes mistakes. For us to stand up and admit to our mistakes and push forward, that's hard for some people to do because they'd rather perpetuate a lie and keep going than admit to their mistakes and then create other lies amongst them. Just like you've been attacked, I've been attacked. Several people have been attacked, triggered, whatever ways you want to look at it. I know they are, Sandra. People are starting to pay attention now because, see, the truth's going to come out. It's going to come out. They can keep riding these lies out all they want to. The truth can get around the world. A lie, can get around the world on crutches faster than the truth can get around it on a jet airplane. And that is a truth we all know about. That's reality. A lie can go forever. It can outrun the truth in a heartbeat. By the time the truth catches up, though, it's dependent on that person to accept the truth and realize there was mistakes made. There was lies perpetrated. Somebody sat there and told out a flat-ass damn lie and made this person look like shit that they really wouldn't. Maybe that person's character helped you in believing that lie just because you thought they was harsh speaking or they was harsh, period. Maybe it made more sense to you to believe that bullshit. Maybe it makes more sense to believe the lie because you're already looking at that person and you've already got that person labeled in your mind as being the type of person that could do these things that they've been blamed for. Does that make it right? No. You don't give somebody the opportunity to explain himself after being called a liar, after being called defamed, defaced, whatever you want to call it. But you run around talking shit about somebody and you don't have a clue what the hell you're talking about. You're just as bad as the person that spread the lie. That's the way I feel. Now, everybody makes mistakes. It's up to you people to figure it out. If you're going to admit to it, or you're going to keep clowning, you're going to keep joking, you're going to keep making fools of yourself, because the fact of the matter is, the truth is real. Too many of y'all sit there and perpetrate this lie and keep it riding because it sounds good to you. You like it.
Don't want to admit that they're wrong.
Or because your loyalties make you fall that way.
They don't want to get out of that clique.
It's disgusting, life-altering lies. They could care less. That's true. They don't care. A lot of you don't care. The ones I'm talking about, they know exactly who I'm talking about. But because I've had people that stood by me, they've seen this shit, Honest Rage. Like I said, I've been there. I know your pain. I know your aggravation. I know how these people have treated you and how venomous they can be. Your loyalty, you were loyal to a fault. Let's be real. You was loyal to a fault and you was taken advantage of, sweetheart. I was too. I was loyal to a fault. I was loyal to the point of giving my channel away to an individual. That's loyal to a fault. And that person chose to try to destroy me. Not by herself, with help of others. Not by herself. But she chose to do it. And she's had followers that stayed fast with her.
But she's also had some that
it happens.
She's lying.
It happens. Realistically, it happens. I myself have produced the same receipts, or not same receipts, receipts that basically told a different story than what was being told, but did it matter? To some it didn't, but some it did. To the ones that counted, it did matter. So Honest, I tip my hat to you. I really do. I appreciate you coming. I believe that because this right here, the people that actually give a shit about you and actually want to know about the truth, they're the ones that you've touched because now they know the truth.
And we're not asking for receipts.
I've heard all I need to hear.
That's right. We don't need other shit.
If that don't tell you damaging enough what's going on, this shit was already started.
Yep.
It was already rolling. They just figured the right time to do it. Mm-hmm. A man sits there and says that he's going to help her on this trip, and then all of a sudden he just sits on his hands and lets it ride out to make her look bad. And the whole time they're claiming that she stole from somebody when all she did was make a statement that she was stranded. That made everybody believe she stole somebody. That is what blew my mind. She never once asked for a damn dime. She just strictly said she was stranded. Period. Bye-bye, Kimmy. Love you, sweetie. You don't know how we do it when I dreams? I know it. It is. It is singing. Truth be told, you've been through it.
All of us at one time or another.
Everybody. It doesn't matter if you're a creator or a subscriber, if you're a mod. It doesn't matter.
Day to day.
Again, I've said it before. You got your maggots, you got your flies, you got your lords of flies. Your higher hierarchy of the damn maggots. The ones with the money. They make it all go around. They make it go away. They make all the sadness go away. The money comes in and they get their attention. They garner their attention because they've got the cash. And they get what they come in and they get what they're paid for. They took advantage of their most loyal. He's taking advantage of his most loyal mods. They have
And he's turned them.
turned on every one of them.
He's trying to turn them on against one another. That way, that one won't tell on this one because that one knows something.
3 Strange Days. That's the video she put out. You're going to check that video out. And then that right there copulated with the other videos that all happened that same weekend that all this shit went down, supposedly. Then you go listen to Nicolina's video if you want. You can listen to the first part of it when she comes out and she makes that statement where she's defining people that steal people's content, steal the attention of the chat. She makes this long spiel, sort of like word salad, but it all makes sense because it's defining what they are. They haven't exiled her. Mother Goose, they tried. They haven't exiled her. She's got a home if she wants it. She's got a channel. And she's soon to have people working with her to make her channel better. Because I know of another person out there that those two are so much alike, it's unreal. That I would love for them two to collaborate with each other because those two have got
some damage.
I'm telling you.
Ooh!
She's not alone.
They could do some damage.
I'm telling you. I see it. I'm acknowledging it. And those two can be a hell of a... They're already a weapon by themselves with their mentality and how they handle things. There's another one out there that I know has got good intelligence. If she would come back in the fold or come back into YouTube, period. But I know she's damaged good too right now. She's got issues. It's another one. I could just imagine those three getting together. Are you that lost?
Uh-huh.
Well, I have to tell you later.
Okay.
Hey. Woman, damn. She's trying to figure out who I'm talking about. She can't figure it out. War ain't over, bitches. That's right. War ain't over. War ain't over. God. That reminds me of somebody right there. Just saying that. War ain't over, bitches. Are you that damn? Really? I didn't want y'all to lip sync what I was saying. But seriously. It's amazing the shit they'll try to pull.
Come on back. Come on, let's
to garner views, to get attention, to cover their own asses mainly. And that's what it's all about. It's all about the Benjamins. No pun intended, but the Benjamins are all Benjamins over there, as far as I'm concerned. And I am so glad to see the people that's over here watching this. The people that we've had in here today. I appreciate that. I appreciate the chat. We've had our skullduggery go in here, but that's fine. Y'all handled it well, Moz. Appreciate it. Appreciate each and every one of y'all. I will.
Come on, baby.
Yeah, I could tell she was hot last night. You talking about over in No Nose? The Nose? She was hot. Lisa was pissed off last night.
Right.
And she had every right to be. She was giving Nicolina just what fur needed to be. I enjoyed the shit out of it. Then we didn't get out of there until about 1 o'clock this morning, I think. And it was just, I was drinking them damn Keystone like going out of style, and I was loving the shit out of it. I love seeing that. Not the point of it wasn't bashing. It was just about time somebody stands up. It's almost I get sick and tired of hearing my own self bitch about it. I loved it. I like to see that. I like to see that tenacity. I like to see that get after somebody whenever they get your ass in the corner. Don't sit there and keep taking the shit. You can only just turn the other cheek so many fucking times. It's just it's amazing. I'm just glad that we're finally standing up. Somebody's finally making their damn point known. Hey, they gonna keep pushing. They can't attack no damn more. They keep saying they're gonna attack some damn body. Is there anything you think that could happen, Honest Rage? Between you and No Lies? Could that ever be fixed? You ain't got to answer that if you don't want to. I respect you for that. I'm just curious. It's just a comment that's been brought up. I hear you, Ricky. If there's any way of salvaging any of these relationships that y'all have had amongst each other before all this shit, this bickering and shit went down, yeah. Lizzie felt a lot of hate too. I've been in contact with Lizzie. Lizzie's been down that road. She's felt a lot of animosity. And that's right. And that's the way it should be, honest. That's the way, and that's the only way you're gonna get anything accomplished. That's the way it's gotta be. That right there, you got to get over. And that's the only way to do it. Hannah will tell you that. That's how we've done it. Me and her are like family now. I hate saying that, but that's the way, because somebody else takes that and runs with it. But that's the truth. We got past all that shit. I love that girl to death. And I'll do anything in the world for her, and I'll defend her to the damn end. Because we both have walked away from that bullshit that was stirred up by other people. We know it caused it. We're grown folks. We know good and well we made decisions to do what we did. But we also know that there was a friendship there that we didn't want to lose. That we chose to appreciate. You have a new motto. Charlie K, you never cease to amaze me, you know. I appreciate that, man. Yes, we got us a new mod wife. That's an inside joke, honest. I don't know if you know, but it's just that's just an inside joke. But I'm telling you, if me and Hanlon couldn't do that we would not have the situation we're on now. We trust each other. We can rely on each other to help each other out. And we ain't going to let it. We ain't going to let these people take us down. They're going to try. They're going to try. And that's the way it should be. Then y'all got any questions y'all want to ask tonight? Why I got it open before we go out of here. Anybody got anything they want to? Has your husband had to do dishes? There you go. I have to do them too. I know my rules. I gotta watch. Hang on a minute. I gotta watch. I gotta check the stove. I was told to do that a while ago, and I didn't do it. My wife makes me wash my dishes naked, though. She says I get too many. I mess my clothes up when I do it. So I got to do it naked. That's just her rules. She rules the roost. That's the way it goes. Leandra R. No lies. Let's try to work through this little. It's going to take baby steps. Let's give this girl a chance, okay? Let's don't get all butt hurt over this shit, okay? There's a lot of trust that was taken advantage of now, sweetie. I'm not trying to disrespect you in any way, please. I'm just trying to, you call it moderated or whatever it is, but damn it, these people are still attacking her left and right. You got to give her time. At least give her that respect. If you want to try to work things out, you would do so. You would allow her that opportunity to do what she's got to do, and let her make that move, and then just walk across that bridge, and then y'all can walk across that bridge together. But right now, there's no sense in keeping the animosity going. Give her a chance. No, just people are trying to. There's people that's making comments honest about not being able to, that they're blocked or whatever. That's between y'all. Y'all handle that. Y'all got to be able, if y'all care about, if y'all respect her and y'all want to try to make amends with everything, give her the opportunity to take her time to do so. That's the first step. Being a little civil about it, don't you think? Can I get a one in the chat if y'all believe me?
I imagine she's catching flack from everybody. That's been over there with Big K.
First time here because I saw as asshole Benny. Oh, this is me. This is who I'm in. This is Griff. That's who I'm in. Now you talking about you seen Benny in the chat? Is what you saw? Benny in the chat or Benny in the title, whatever. But I believe the animosity's got to go away if you want to work it out. Because if there's any animosity, this man's got a chance to then put a finger in the middle of it, or he got somebody he can put them somebody to wedge, to draw that wedge even deeper, and that's what he wants. He lives on that drama.
And he'll brag about it.
This is what I like seeing. Welcome to the Griff Gang. I wish we could change that, Ruby, because it's got the gang in it. I wish we could come up with something else. I liked, well, Hannah had the Gryffindors before, but I kind of did, the Dork thing kind of. But I mean, it was cool.
Gryffindor. Like on Harry Potter.
Yeah. The Mod Squad. Mod wise, I like the Mod Squad. Griff's Mod Squad. I always had that. I still got the emoji on in the membership thing. I think I got that for one of the Mod Squad. You shouldn't be feared. They shouldn't come after you like that. You ain't doing nothing to bully anybody. We're not bullying. How you doing, Inga? Nice to see you, sweetie. Griff's groupies. That's cute. You like Griff Gang? I just wish you wouldn't. I wish you wouldn't put a sour taste in somebody's mouth with the gang shit going on.
Cool off of it.
Fear no one. That's right. You got to go in there and step in. But I mean, it you know how it is. Y'all seen it. Everybody knows how these people are. I don't care for gang anything either. But I think honest rage fits in over here. I mean, just the name itself.
And rage.
Her name itself, Honest Rage. We've always been real. We've been about damn truth the whole time. We've changed names,
You can change names all you want. People
but
do the
enraged.
same.
Griff's enraged. We're enraged at the damn lie. We're enraged at the bullies. Right now, I'm enraged as fuck. That's what AF stands for. Said after dark, but the truth finally comes to the top. It takes a while.
Right.
Truth comes out. How you doing, Crystal NC?
Oh,
No, I haven't, but I can.
what is it?
I got 3 more if I need to. Does that make you feel better, Mr. Vlogger?
What is it?
Honest Rage at 15. I know you told me. You know, what really comes to the fact is we've all come from certain circles. We've all come from same circle, same channel. We come from small towns
Okay, Max. You got me
where
all
we run barefoot as children, running down dirt roads, clay roads, through the woods, swimming in swimming holes, creeks, whatever. We all can relate to certain things together.
Is that better, Max?
Who blocks them and refuses to apologize? Sammy Joe. All these girls asked is an apology. So she blocks them and refuses to apologize. What is she apologizing about, Sammy Joe? Oh, it was Izzy Pop was the one that was talking. No, no, September Angel. I believe that's what it was. Izzy Pop was the older one talking. September Angel was one. She named them off. What did she what girls asked as an apology? Why they need to apologize? What does she need to? They've been trying to tell me what? They didn't tell me. I'm not blocking nobody. What does she need to apologize for? She told them they were stranded. She didn't lie to them. They've been blocked. I don't take shit. I've done nothing wrong. That's my point there, Sammy Joe. Can we get past that? What has she lied about? Oh, to cancel out gang, I got you, group, bro. I'm not asking for anything. I'm asking you. I know, but I'm just I want to know what she's done. No lies claims HR lied and blocked. Okay. What did she lie about? Did she lie about blocking? What did she lie about? I'm curious. What is the lie about? Wish I know. Her I'd help her. Honest Rage was they left her stranded. What did she lie about? I'm not talking about them. What are you talking about? Who are you talking about, Sammy Joe? HR hours are 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. Well, Eddie Betty, that's funny. You got the pen, Jeff. I like that, Annabella.
But let them keep blocking just for
YouTube crime fighter. Here you go. Now, who the hell you going just for asking questions? Nobody's blocking anybody. Thank you, Winter Dreams. Nobody's blocking anybody. Waking hours for summer.
Go back to your 6-month-old channel.
What are you talking about with your bullshit? Who's blocking anybody? Nobody block nobody. If you want to say something, say it. Nobody's blocking shit. Lied on her and wanted an apology, but HR won't say sorry. Oh, that bitch. See, that's what y'all do, man. See, y'all can't, y'all got to kind of come a ruler and that shit, man. Y'all just stupid. Y'all got to get past all that shit. No lies. You was in here earlier. Is this true? No lies? These people going to keep on talking shit, huh? No lies, sweetie. You was in here earlier.
Not according to Ricky. Well, Ricky's
Not according to Ricky. Ricky's in here. Why don't you just shut the hell up? YouTube crime fighter. Who the hell are you anyway? Could you tell me who you really are? Can you give me a background check on you, sir? Oh, you've already turned yours in, ain't you? Yeah, I don't blame you if you don't remember what it is. That's why I'm asking. If they'll tell you what it is, and I mean I can understand having a conversation about it. But if you don't remember, then anyone says apologize, because I damn sure ain't gonna apologize for something I don't remember.
Ricky's a mole.
You'll find out she's a mole. Okay, she's a mole. Okay, YouTube crime fighter. You turned in your background check yet to Benny? Have you turned in your paperwork? You better not let him find nothing on you, because you'll be over there scrolling around wanting some help. You better stop that shit.
Well, everybody
go up and chat. I'm not asking you trolls what the hell's going on. I'm asking no lies. I really don't give a fuck what you trolls got to say, because that's your problem.
Her name was Amber.
Her name was Amber. Why is my email out? Have I stepped out and said anything about the indecent, but yet I am plastered all over your video? Was you involved in the conversation for transparency? If you was involved in the bullshit story, then apparently you did. But not listening. I'm listening now, no lies. Please explain it to me. Because Honest Rage says she don't remember. She's trying to figure out herself. If you want an apology instead of all these trolls coming and saying it, because I don't know who these people are. You know how I am. Just will you please help her out? She's trying to say she didn't say anything about you. And she's talking about the other guy to come in and set her damn emails all over the place. But, you know, I'm not trying to be a dick, no lies, but just help us out on what was said, what was going on. And of course, you got these trolls in here that ain't helping the fire. They're not trying to make any civility out of it, because that's all they want to do is talk shit. So I guess that's the way it's going to be.
Now, what was that, Leanne?
Y'all won't let no lies come in here and say what the hell she got to say to me. Now that I'm watching the chat, you want to come in here and involve yourselves in shit that ain't none of y'all's business anyway. Let the two people speak if you want to talk about it. Other than that, go on about your business. I did. I just did. I'm not going to keep saying, okay, what did you say? I couldn't see it. I see you're saying what you're saying, no lies. What did you say? What did she do? Tell me. Homegirl lied and said I was threatening Benny's children. I never said anything about his children.
Lindsay wasn't usually. Y'all done got me off. That's it. The no lies.
Too much mom says, Honest Rage, please be honest with Griff. He wasn't watching what went down. Conveniently not remembering your actions is not the... Okay, but could not... I mean, really? Benjamin Lazy performed a DDoS last night on Jody's live. I was screened recording. I was what now? A what? A DDoS last night on Jody's live. I was screen recording and already have been contacted by TBI. Why is he interfering with a suspect's network?
That's a good question. Okay. No Lies said BK did a live about me dragging me HR to the chat. She was calling.
That I was calling chat. I was calling her.
Talked to her. Then who's that bitch?
Who'd we say?
I don't know who, but somebody said that bitch. That's what their name is.
Oh, that bitch? What's that bitch at?
Yes, no lies. That is true. I was in that live. I don't know what they're talking about. They're talking in circles.
Okay, again, haven't we already established the fact that Honest Rage was a mod for Benny at one time? Haven't we already established that fact? Is that water under the bridge that we can get past?
No Lies might have to just contact you and tell you herself.
I mean, no lies. I'm not trying to be a dick or nothing. I'm just saying, is that something that cannot be gone past? Because the bottom line is, Benny is the root of all this. Somebody said the other night, the route through all evil goes. But that doesn't mean everybody's evil. Things have been said. Loyalties have been spurred. Loyalties have been challenged. Loyalties have been tasked against. Sure, I'll put the link out there. We'll see how much skullduggery goes. Landry, you got more willing to come on here, but we'll just see how much far this is going to go. Because if I'm not satisfied with the comment, or if anything, any kind of skullduggery, any kind of porn bombing or anything like that, yeah, you'll be asked to leave after you put your clothes on, or whatever it is you got on show. There it is. Well, out of hospitality, I mean, I've got to throw a towel on something. Not gonna put up that shit. But it is what it is. I mean, we got some people here that don't like looking at shit like that. So don't be porn bombing. Keep it above board now. That's all I'm telling you. Keep it above board. 106 people watching this shit, and I'm not into them trying to make a fool of somebody. We're not out trying to bash nobody. It ain't what it's about. You got something to say, be honest about it, you say it. If you don't want to say it right, then don't get on here at all.
Winter dreams, you so sweet.
What'd she say?
She can't even concentrate on chat because she's too pumped about being a member.
Too pumped about being a member. Thank you, sweetheart. We'll see. True crime fighter, fuck Benny, and you ain't scary either. I never said I wanted to be scary, three-time crime fighter. Because you was stranded because Brad, well, come on, see, that's your fucking problem. You're an idiot.
See, there you go. Don't know
you
the
always
whole
got
damn
you
story,
don't have a clue about the
motherfucker.
story. The story's already been told before, and you're an idiot. You don't understand. So just, go
You
somewhere
either
else.
ready to catch up or get the hell out.
I don't care about being scary. I don't want to give nobody nightmares. Not doing this. This is the most bullshit I've ever seen in my life. She knows what she did, so half of the people in this chat, I won't keep. Then come up and say something, no lies. Explain yourself. I'm not being disrespectful. It's time to bring it out to the open. It's all about truthfulness. Speak your mind. The link's out there. Y'all just gonna just push me to put the link out there so y'all can bring your damn Messiah up in here and run his mouth, or are we gonna try to get some damn honest people in here to talk? We'll see. We'll see how this works out.
Buckle up, buttercup. Rip, don't protect her. She has no problem running attacks on people, but now it's on her. She doesn't like it.
There you go. She ain't got to apologize to nobody in here. She ain't got to apologize to a damn person she don't want to. Nobody should have to apologize if they don't feel like necessary to do it. I mean, we got to get along one way or another. Things happen.
All right, no lies. We got the link out there for you, sweetheart. If you want to come up,
That
you're
was
welcome.
somebody else wanted to come up too, though, but I don't think it hurt.
But
I mean, it's more than
if
happy
you
to go
don't,
up.
that's fine.
But I mean,
I think
HR,
it
you're a
was
narcissist.
Leanne.
There's a lot of people out here that are narcissists. Just because they don't got narcissist tendencies don't mean they're narcissist behavior. There's a difference in that.
Leanne.
It could go as deep as what you've been raised at. It don't mean you're a narcissist. We need to quit using that word out there and sitting there and manufacturing drama and bullshit when the only narcissists out there are the ones that are feeding this shit. How you doing here, kitty kitty? Mm-hmm.
No lies there.
Not those salty bitch. How you doing?
Okay, no lies talking.
I said the truth. She didn't. I'm not taking links and playing these childish games. It's not a game. No lies. Don't think of it that way. I'm not ever gonna treat you as a game. It's not a game.
Can you hear me?
All right, we got Leandra.
Yeah, she's the one that was
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, sweetie.
So what we're trying to say is she was a part of the whole bullying thing. You know what I mean? And
Right, I understand.
it wasn't like we all know she was a mod. A lot of us were mods, but when it came down to it, she threw a lot of us under the bus. Well, not us, like technically, but Eliza's saying that she lied about her, and she said earlier that she was being rude.
Okay,
But
you
I
said
don't know how
technically though. You said technically, not honestly.
Well, she said she was there for me, but then she just deleted, I guess, blocked me, and I don't know why I'm blocked. I was nothing but nice to her ever. Like I always had respect for Honest Rage. I just don't get why now I'm blocked and why we were thrown under the bus. Like,
Okay. You don't think that Benny or anybody else had anything to do with that? How long ago was that?
Yeah, but she was a part of it. You know what I mean? Like I was
She was a
personally
part of it.
messaging
You're right.
her.
I agree
I
with that.
was
She was part of
personally messaging Honest Rage. Like that's the because I explained like what happened because I know it was Benny's choice, but what I'm saying now is why am I blocked? Why is she not like she's blocked other people afterwards for no reason, and we don't get why. Like she like kind of went along with it. You know what I mean? Like she bullied along with him.
Right.
But now that she's hurt, but she did it to a lot of other people.
And hey, I agree with you 100%. She knows that. We've talked about that.
And that's all that we're trying to say in chat. That's it. That's all we're trying to say, and that's it.
I understand that. I really do understand that. No lies. No, I'm not caring about taking Benny's mod. I'm talking about a human being that got her ass caught in a situation that was taken advantage of and lied about. Somebody that was used because of the hatred they had for her for the way she acted when she was his mod, because she was being loyal to being the mod. I look at it from both sides. This is not a game.
A lot of us were loyal. Like I still listen to him, even though I don't comment much. You know what I mean? But I just don't understand why she stopped talking to me. Like I thought we were cool. I always like respected her. She did a lot for him when she never got a thank you. Nothing ever. Once. Never got a thank you ever. And I don't get why he did that. You know what I mean? But I don't get why she went against I don't know if she went against me or why she just blocked me. I don't know. She doesn't message me back or nothing, so I can't really say why she's mad at me. I don't know why.
I got you, sweetie. Well, maybe she could have, because she'd been going through her own demons at the time too. I mean, could it possibly be that? I mean, I know you're saying you're basically agreeing with part of the situation. You know that BK
exactly, and he throws everybody. He threw me out with hundreds, like thousands of people. That's when he just got back from Tennessee, so he had everybody in his chat at the time. Right. And he throws us all under the bus. And I guess at the time it didn't matter, but now it does. You know what I mean? Like, I get where she's coming from, though. You know what I mean? Like, all the mods that don't mod no more most likely were thrown under the bus by him.
We're all basically, and that's right. All y'all was played by him. Could you see, like Shay put on the screen, sometimes when someone is hurt, it helps to block out certain people to heal. It's just not just certain people, everybody. Maybe she had to, maybe that's what she was. Maybe this was going on for a long time. I mean, it's possible. I mean, are we not civil enough that we can't agree to that we can understand?
No, I do agree. I do agree. Like I said, like I just, when I kind of was turning towards her, she kind of just blocked me. Like that's, you know what I mean? Like I don't get now why it's a big deal when we kind of all felt the same. And I think that's where I'm coming from on it. You know what I mean? That's why I'm trying to explain my reasoning, because she was the only one I talked to, only one in his whole chat. I didn't even talk to Benny. Even though I was like a day one, I was there since he started. I was there when he was a part of the unit when he made that with Doug. Mm-hmm. I was a part of all of that. You know what I mean? But I never talked to him. I never really cared to talk to him because I was there just to mod and listen to the cases. That was it.
Right.
But it's kind of like, it sucks that she kind of turned her back on a lot of people, and I don't get why, like on some of us, but I'm agreeing and disagreeing in some of it.
Well, that's a good thing. I mean, I agree with that. I appreciate you coming on and saying that, because that's the whole point of growing or trying to get past it. If it's an opportunity to get past it, I mean, I believe that's why I said earlier, if we give the opportunity for her to be able to take time to take all this in right now, this is still fresh. That if the opportunity arises for her to be able to, to come out and what do y'all believe is for her to, admit what she's done or what have you? Is it a time right now to be attacking? I mean, I'm not saying you're attacking. I'm saying you're trying to be. I mean, you're coming out with what you went through too. But is there no room for?
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying I agree with that. Like I know she needs to, because she was one of the ones that was there for him she did a lot, and that's why he never put the thank you, nothing. He never anything like. He called out a lot of people, like thanking them, but he never thanked Honest. And Honest had every link he needed, everything he ever needed, all to every, like the petition, everything. She did all that, and no thank you, not at all. And I get where she's coming from. I really do. It's sad that we all kind of had to go through the same thing, and you mean like it sucks, but.
Well, if that's the case, I mean, I feel for all of you. because it shouldn't be just one person. Because if she went down that, if you're saying to me that you went down the same way that she did, that basically all y'all have been dismissed more or less. Um, I mean, to me, every one of y'all have got a reason to be upset, disgruntled, in one shape, form, or fashion. I mean, there's a mod. She's not the only mod that's and I could. I mean, I could probably guarantee she's not the only one that's done things to other people on bequest of Benny Keys. I mean, I wouldn't say that. I'd be hard wrenched to say that she's the only one that's ever done anything despicable to anybody else.
No, and I agree with you. I'm sure there was a lot more, and I think that's why she's probably in the situation, because she stopped doing it, or she stopped. I don't know what it was, because a lot of them do like to bully, and that's what I think it is. And I think didn't care for that, but
right.
That's where I think the issue is now, because she didn't want to go along with it, and that's what sucks. And that's why I think I was thrown under the bus, because I never talked to him, and I didn't care to talk to him, and I didn't. You mean it wasn't about that. Like, it was about the cases who we were talking about, not him.
Right, exactly.
And that's, I think, where I just kind of dropped off right away, because I didn't care to fight with him. I didn't care to say anything. I didn't care. You know what I mean? Like, it was an accident, whatever. But it sucks that it always has to go this way with his mods. Like, people, I think, will learn, but they won't learn until it hits them. That's what sucks.
What I see, and I may be seeing this wrong, but I see you, I see Aunt No Lies, I see Honest Rage, I see a bunch of y'all. It's almost like I'm imagining y'all sitting in a circle and y'all having the same issues, but having issues amongst yourselves that I believe can be rectified, because you got to get past the issue that's going on. Because the common denominator, every one of you has been burnt and been shelved in one way or another by him. And that's my opinion. I may be wrong. It might not be something y'all can rectify, but I believe it sounds to me like y'all got a lot of issues, and because of y'all's past or y'all's lives or whatever you've went through in your own life that is triggered one way or another. Y'all had a common bond at one time, and now all of y'all have been, been kicked to the curb. Not meaning that to be a joke or nothing, but just in rational speaking.
No, but it's true. Yeah, it's true. And the only reason where I'm coming from is because I was specifically taught. Like, she was nice enough to hit me up on Facebook, because I didn't want to. I didn't like the Discord. I never really got on it, but so I messaged her back. I just don't know why. Like, afterwards, I was blocked, and I didn't know that until now. Like, that's when they asked, because I didn't know I was blocked until now. But since I personally was talking to her, I kind of just felt hurt, because now that it's been happening to her, like, it's. You mean I didn't know that I was blocked at all? I thought we were so cool. I respected her 100%. And then now that I was blocked, I'm like, why? You know what I mean?
Well, maybe she blocked a lot of people because the situation was going on. I mean, I've done that before. You get to the damn point where you get paranoid. And paranoia kicks in when you don't know who to trust no more. Remember, it says YouTube. We don't know a lot of each other. We know about what we've discussed. I mean, that's like you. I wouldn't know you if it wasn't just from the text and everything. Now I'm speaking to you, in verbal. I can understand somebody trying to keep themselves isolated, especially somebody in her situation.
That's exactly why I texted in the Discord, because it was his Discord, and you know what I mean? I know that whole thing was a lie. Like, she never asked me. I'm not a creator, and she never asked me for my address at all. Like, I agree, like, that was a lie. Like, she never asked for any of that. Like, she got my number, but it was a text me number. She never texted me. She never, you know what I mean? She got my link. I didn't even know I had a link. But that's all a lie. Like, I don't get why they lied on her.
I got you. She put a post out saying that she's been a horrible fucking bitch. I'll do my very best to be better, and I'll check my block list. That to me should be a step in the right direction, because I believe y'all have got a lot in common, and y'all gone to grow to know each other all these years. I didn't say you owed her an apology, No Lies, but is there any way, a chance that we can get past this? We've got to grow somewhere. What do you think, Leandra? Do you think there's
Since we all kind of been through the same thing, I think we all have that in common. And yes, it is Benny that is the common denominator. I don't need an apology. I just didn't know why, and I was just trying to put it out there that it kind of happened to all of us. You know what I mean? That
right.
That's all I kind of wanted to say. So
Right.
it was easier than saying it in the chat.
I got you, sweetie. And I appreciate you coming up. But let me ask you this: being with her physical situation, her condition, with her brain damage, and with her, PTSD. I mean, we're asking a lot just to come. I think she's doing a lot, even after everything she's been. This could have triggered her in a way to where she would never have come out at all. I'm very surprised that she's, in this chat right now. I mean, as far as everything going on, I don't know your situation, and that's none of my business. But I know that if anybody, if you can relate, I mean, I know there's got to be somewhere. I know there's something that draws you this group that you could see where I'm coming from with this. Could we get a pause? Could we actually try to, to appreciate that much of it? Because this is a woman that just stepped out of her comfort zone and made a trip to Tennessee because of summer, because it was her hometown where she's from. But that took a lot. I mean, this is still fresh right now. If she unblocks and she allows the conversations to go on, would this be a step in the right direction?
Yeah, just this alone is a step. Like I agree with you 100%. Like that's a big step because I kind of figured like I should be like me. I don't text in chats no more. I'm surprised I was even texting in this one. Like I'm really surprised.
Well, I'm
but
glad you did.
I grew up a lot like Summer. That's why I kind of follow all these cases because I grew up just like Summer.
I think a lot of them have. You're right.
And that's, I think, why it triggers a lot of people, and it's a kid's case, and that's what I think is the sad part about it. But I agree that this is a big step, and hopefully she could heal, and we all could heal, and hopefully we could all make amends, and that'd be the best way, because it is technically not her fault. It is Benny's, but he's never going to see that, you know what I mean?
Well, hopefully. We're just going to take baby steps. We got to move forward. We can't. All we can do is wish for the best. I don't know if he's ever going to see it. I don't know if you're going to see him make a turnaround or even make to accomplish what Honest has done by sitting there, saying that she's, she knows. Make statements that she's done. I don't think we'll ever. If we do see it, it's going to be sarcastically. I don't know.
It is going to be. That's why I don't like. I'm happy that she's at least has now another chat, because it is gonna I totally see that it's gonna go against him, and that's what it's gonna be. It's all against him. That's what it's all about. When it's not about him.
Right. Well, sweetie, I appreciate you coming up here and talking. I think the rest of the chat does too. Again, I think Honest appreciates you coming up here and stating your mind. I see the sincerity in your voice, and I like what you're saying. And you got no reason to hide from here. You're more than welcome here anytime you want to come. Is there anything else you want to say, Tom?
No, that was it. I just want to kind of point out, because yes, it is not her. It is a lot of the person we were modding for, you know what I mean? So
that's true. Well, sweetie, I appreciate you coming up.
Thank you.
God bless you, Landon. Anybody else want to come up? Anybody else want to speak their mind? It's open for. Anybody wants to come up and say what they want to say?
Well, a lot of them was getting mad because Honest had a wrench, and I explained to them.
We had to do that to get to them to make sure that was her. I mean, to be clear.
I'll give a wrench to whoever I want.
That's right. I'll kick it to anybody. I'll give anybody a wrench I want to.
But when the day is over,
but today, when she first come in here, she had a clone come in on top of her. We were trying to find out where it was, and that's how we was able to solidify the fact that it was her. Well, they couldn't come in like that no more.
But when these people,
I know you're not being sarcastic. That was my point.
Home,
I know he can't do it.
It's over with. Everybody is unmodded.
All right.
We remod at the beginning of every show.
Because we don't know what the show is going to basically be about.
That's right. We might want to mod that day.
But to be clear, that's the world we live in now, folks. That's the only way. That's some of the advantages we have to try to find out.
I thank you. Thanks.
I appreciate it, Rick.
You asked anybody want to speak?
Oh, you want to speak your mind now?
You want to speak, boo-boo?
Yeah, he's saying something. What you gonna say? No, I know you're not being sarcastic. I really want to do better. And honest, I believe that because I know I've talked to you personally. I know exactly what you're saying. It's going to take time. We all know that. We all know that. To make that step forward, and people unblocking does not mean it gives the opportunity for these haters to come in and attack her. Let's use it responsible. If you really want her, you're concerned about her, and if you really got the same reasons, no lies, if you're still out there, I hope you are, Everybody's accountable. There's got to be accountability out there, but it's the first step forward. Again, I picture a group of chairs sitting around in a circle, everybody having the same problem. So like you can call it like an AA meeting, be a BA meeting. I don't know.
Towards you or not.
No.
You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah, they were talking. I was not talking about them. It's about me. They weren't talking about me. It was talking about them.
Okay.
That's right. You shoot up. And ducking felonies. You gotta love her candor.
No, that wasn't who I was talking about.
That was about the damn taco and vato, wasn't it?
No, that was not.
Well, let me find it because I know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about right here.
Anyone?
Right here.
Which one, babe?
Right here.
I told what now?
Right
I
here.
can't see it. You got your finger on it.
But I didn't go back.
No, she was talking about True No Lies.
Oh, okay, okay.
That's something else. They were.
That's fine. Yeah, move my darn.
Tacos over vatos. I'm trying to see if that was on there because I seen the one she said before that over at Limp Dick Benny Keys. Y'all turned on each other over that. I like that. Trying to see where it was. Where the hell's that at? Over at Limp Dick Benny Keys.
3 channels before I kick them out. I hear you. Woof, woof.
I think it's just common sense, folks. Y'all women are smarter than this. Y'all got a level-headedness about you. Y'all can be evil, I know, but y'all got some lividity to yourself. Y'all know how to be smarter than that. And you should be able to. I just I think we're getting somewhere. Just don't lose focus on the fact that there was a reason, there was a common ground that all people was involved. Every one of these mobs was involved with that. They were all solidified around the fact that even though they're there, they were there for Benny. They all had their ulterior motives while they was there. No problem, Leandra. God bless you, sweetie. Y'all give a one in the chat if y'all appreciate what Leandra done. I tell her all, give her some hand clap emoji, whatever. Tell her appreciate her for coming up here. She's done a great job. I appreciate her candor. I appreciate her, her honesty. I think that goes a long way. I think it will go a long way. That's what it's all about. The hatred's got to stop. I've taken accountability for anything I've done. I know you have, and no lies. That's not what I'm saying, sweetie. But can we not see a cloak? Can we see a beginning to something here to where we can get this thing straightened out? I would love you to come on up here and chat if you want to. I mean, there's no hatred here. I understand you was hurt, and you got every right to speak. Any of y'all don't want to speak. It's just I got you. If there's any way possible you can work this thing out, I think there's something y'all can work on here. I think it can be worked out. I think all y'all need to get together. I think every one of y'all's been bruised, been hurt, been everything taken advantage of. There's different levels of this. I know there's more levels than I know of, but I don't like seeing the people get destroyed. People's lives get destroyed and left in the wake. This shit keeps going on, and these channels keep going forward, and nothing's been done about it. I can't stand that. Because all of y'all, I mean, you're people. You shouldn't be done this way. You shouldn't have to do this shit. You shouldn't be treated this way. It don't matter. The fact of the matter is, you are loyal to a fault. Everybody's loyal to a fault. It shouldn't be used against you. We should at least give each other a chance. And that's the only way it's going to work. This hatred shit ain't getting us nowhere. I don't see why it can't be worked out. I think there's room to work it out. Again, I know me and Hanlon, we worked our things out. I mean, we had to just completely squash everything in the past. We had to let it stay in the past. Now, these haters ain't going to let it stay in the past, but we don't care. We're strong enough to handle that shit. That's what stronger goes about. That's right, Charlie K. We got to get past that. We got to ignore the fact of what the hell. We not really ignore it, but we learn from what the hell the mistakes we made. We learn from it. We accept it. Accountability's got to be a kind of concern. Transparency's got to be there. But at the same time, realize when we leave this YouTube, you got your own lives to deal with.
That's right. You
shouldn't have to worry about looking over your shoulder when you turn off your freaking computer. We don't know which channel that is, Mickey Wolf. We don't. Rolf, But I just got a gut feeling. I'm just telling you about my perception. What it is a channel we don't know about. He's claiming it's overseas. He's trying to do it under the table incognito. He could be any one of us. And that's great, Leandra. I appreciate you saying that, sweetie. And you're more than welcome to come here anytime. You ain't got to subscribe if you don't want to. You don't have to go out there, but you can just come in anytime you want to and enjoy the chat. That's not what it's about here. I appreciate every one of y'all. I'm glad that y'all are all here. I don't care if that's the views or whatever. Okay, I don't know what self-made mom's saying on one of the comments, but I hope that's another thing I want to touch on. The other night, the chat, when we was talking about Roe versus Wade, it got a little heated. There was an exchange, and we was in the middle of a conversation. It was deep conversation, deep discussion, debating over the abortion issue. I don't want to bring that up today, but I want to make something clear. There was something that got spun out of proportion. Self-made mom was upset. I didn't catch it at the time. I was told about it later. Thank you, O, to you for bringing that to my attention. Now I understood because I was so perplexed in the conversation. I was not. And me and here Kitty was in here. We was having conversations about we were having a discussion, not really a debate, but we were having a discussion. And I know, and that's why I'm saying here, Kitty. I want to apologize for the ones that was being rude. There was some heated. It was a heated emotional response. It was a controversial issue. I know that. It was an issue I thought needed to be discussed, but it was controversial, and I hate that it ended up that way. But something was brought up about but basically it was apples and oranges, to be honest with you, to me, because it really, now that I'm seen it, and I realized what it was out of line. And I know the person that made the comment, it was out of line about it. I know she knows it was wrong. I know she does. I don't think it was meant to be that way. I think it was in the heat of it. And I know we can still text shit on accident, but I mean, it was said and it was wrong. And it was pertaining to what happened in self-made mom's life that y'all have already heard about, what happened with her and her son, whenever they had a home invader come in the house and they had to choose their life over his, and they chose their life over his. And they took his. And the issue was that she thinks that self-made mom, and it's not really a discussion of what the issues was, but to say that she was against abortion, but she's okay to murder somebody, that was wrong, because that wasn't murder, that was self-defense. That was clearly out of line. I know the person that said it does not mean that. I know in her heart of hearts, I do believe that she knows better than that, but I was not going to say something. I was going to wait and let that person maybe hopefully address this, but I'm just saying on this channel, I apologize for it happening on this channel. Self-made mom, if you're out there, sweetheart, I would never in a million years ever have thought that, and I just overlooked it. I didn't see it. I was too busy with everything else, and I am so sorry for that happening. You know me. You know I would never look at you that way, and I apologize for you. And I apologize to you, and I thank you, OT, for bringing it to my attention. Look, that's what my mods do. They call me. They tell me when I screw up, when I make mistakes, and I'm taking it upon myself. I made mistakes because I did not catch it when it happened, and I'm very sorry. Self-made mom, you know we go, me and you close now. I would never in a million years ever think of you that way. And I want everybody else to understand that I was out of line. It's out of context. And we can have civil discussion here. We can have civil debate. We can have controversial talks without it getting out of line, without it turning to hate. But we've got to know how to keep it down. Sometimes our emotions get the best of us. I know that. Everybody does. And it was very controversial. And it was wrong to say that. And again, I apologize. Will you accept my apologies, self-made mom? I appreciate that, Sandra. If you will, please, Sandra, accept my apology. And know that I did not, I swear, it was an overlook on my part. I was not paying attention. No, it was something that was, no, it wasn't. It was, I'm not even going to address the person. I'm not going to say the person's name. I know the person knows what you said. And it was out of line. And I know that they'll straighten it out. I do. No, it wasn't you. But please, I love both these people to death. And I really do admire both these people, and I do know what was said can be changed, it can be addressed and be fixed, because I don't think it was really meant to be said the way it was. And I know good and well I do not think that about self-made mom. I would never in a million years think that about you. I love you, sweetheart, and you know that. Another one involved, you know I love you too. And I know that you did not mean what you said. If you go back and look at it, you'll understand what was posted was not really interpreted the right way. I don't think you meant it that way. I think you was just trying to, but it was apples and oranges. It really didn't work out. I'm not trying to think what you was thinking, but I'm just saying it did not. It was out of line as far as I'm concerned. I know like I said, it was a heated discussion over abortion. But that's all I'm going to say about it. And I hope everybody understands what was said. And I hope everybody understands. And here, kitty, again, to you, I apologize if I was out of line to you or anything. I did not mean anything to disrespect you. That was a very controversial issue, and I appreciate your enthusiasm about it and what you told. And again, we had a disagreement, but we can still learn to disagree. We can agree to disagree, and go our separate ways, and still come back and respect each other. And I'm glad to see you back in here tonight. That means something to me. It really does. I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings. I'm not out to do that. I don't care what any of these people want to say. That's not me. I think that's what this is here for, to be a forum for us to be able to speak and chat. And even if we don't, we give a little bit of ourselves no matter what. Do you agree? I understand that here, kitty, and I apologize. I really do. And again, we can make a step forward and we can go from there. It'll all come out. I guarantee it. It'll all get better. Again, this is learning. We're all learning. I think we're getting to know each other. There's some of y'all that I haven't seen in here before that we're just getting to know each other. Thank God, because that's been a hard pill to swallow, trying to get people to re-know me. But we're here together. We're going to learn. We're going to get through this. We're going to get stronger as we go. And it's walking on eggshells. We all do it every day. But I appreciate y'all. I really do. You forgave her instantly. God bless you. I appreciate that here, kitty. And I know in Sandra's heart of hearts, self-made mom's heart of hearts, she can too. And I know the person that said it is probably kicking herself. If she sits back and thinks about what she said, she'll understand it. And I just do believe that. What are you talking about? So you had to do it on that post I shared, the screenshot, not him? You have no idea what you have done. What are you talking about, truth be told? Who are you talking about? I don't have a clue what this is about. Is this something else I need to get abreast with? Sorry, Griff. What did she do? What did I do? You don't know what you have done. What have I done? I shared the screenshot, not him. You have no idea what you've done. Okay, what have I done? What about it? Do I need to be abreast of this? Thank you, Winter Dream. Is this something that's against y'all? Y'all try to be nice in the chat if that's what it is, because I don't know what this is about. Ain't no telling. I probably have done something. I'm in an apologizing mood today. I'll apologize for the world if I have to. We solved the resolve. That's right. Hope this can bring people together. It should, Leandra. It should bring people together.
I think she's talking about Aussie release. I don't have a clue.
1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know these
I wasn't
people.
in the chat last night, so I don't know.
Okay. What's going on, Aussie Liz? What's this all about between you and truth be told? I am a member of the public, and I should be able to talk in another chat and have it not be posted just because you don't like a person in that chat I was involved in. That is now look, folks, that's something we've got to get used to, because that's what this world of cures. I mean, there's I did now before I shared the description of the video for Honest Rage the other day when I put it in the community post. I did ask her first if it would be okay if I shared that. Now, speaking of which, I've got a wonderful. Now, can I change the subject and we get back to normal? Because I want to read this to y'all. God knows, I really feel like I'll be doing this person damage if I don't read this out loud. Because, yeah, this comment. Do y'all mind if I read a comment out that was left in my community post? This is a spectacular comment about Roe versus Wade and everything that's went on, and I was amazed by this comment. I'm gonna read it out if I can find it. This is extraordinary. To me, this woman's insight, what she's saying, I wish I could have her read. I wish I could have her voice to say it, but I'm gonna try to do it, and I'm not gonna try to kill it. But this is it's a long, lengthy post, but it's amazing. This is the kind of shit that really makes you know you're hitting a nerve somewhere.
Okay, here's what Lisa's saying.
Mm-hmm.
She said, "Greg, those people screenshot my conversation in Community Live and posted it on a community page.
I know they did.
I didn't like the person in the chat. I didn't know who the creators are."
I got you. I gotta find that about them.
You pinned it.
I know. I'm trying to find to make sure which one it was under. It was the one about them. I think it's this one. Clarence Thomas. Could have been that one.
I don't know. I can't
No, it wasn't that one. It was
because I don't have nothing saved in here.
I'll find it right here. Let's see. Y'all bear with me a minute. I gotta find it. It was one of the posts I put out about the. It might be this one right here. Yes, I found it. This one here is extraordinary. Y'all can go to the. I'm not gonna give her name. Y'all can go to the community post and look it up and see it. I'm not gonna give her name, but I want to read this to you if you don't mind. Y'all bear with me. Give me a one in the chat if y'all let me read this. Read this to you. If you want me to read this.
It's very beautiful.
You would love it. I mean, to me, it's eloquently wrote out. It's perfect. It explains. It gives. It's almost like if you were sitting on a corner of four fence posts, and you was trying to explain it to all four sides, four angles of this one story about. Just exactly. I mean, it was amazing. Y'all would love this. All right, it was pinned off of I put the 11 states have made abortion illegal and possibly a total of 26 states by nightfall, and all other important cases will be pushed back till next year. Do you believe this decision to overturn such a landmark case is the right decision? Please leave Mark's comments. Well, this is what she put, and it was a poll. She said, I'm going to weigh in with a random opinion. With random opinions, with an S. Personally, for me, it's a touchy and complex concept. I can only speak for myself. I feel I have no right to say how each woman feels in regards to her concept about abortion. However, I can say how I feel in regards to it. Decades ago, I felt different. I'd like to share a little about my experience. For reasons to shed light, I think I might understand women that hold differing beliefs. At the age of 18 to 19, I had 2 abortions. The second one, I bawled fairly bad during the process. I lived with guilt for quite some time following 2 abortions. I was forcibly raped, in which I carried full term. Anyways, I first want to clarify, I understand, embrace, and have sympathy and understand women with differing beliefs. It depends on a woman's belief system. Their perception dictates if it is right or wrong. Personally, for myself, abortion should be permitted if she's raped or in incest, either by rape or consent from manipulation or fear by perpetrator, it be family or not. Another reason is if the woman's battle with chronic health problems has an accident that will put severe stress on her or the baby. There's a concept I've held for 30 years. When a woman of legal age becomes pregnant by consent of intercourse, she has good health, decides she wants to abort. However, the man wants to carry full term. He opts with option to want to take full responsibility to raise and provide for that child. However, if she decides to want to carry full term and he doesn't, then she has the right to hold him legally responsible financially to support the child for 18 years. Where's his voice and rights when she's pregnant? When he or she's pregnant, he wants to raise the child by himself, or for that matter, as a couple, and she proceeds with the abortion. I understand that point. I am a woman, but I'm also about equality and fairness for both genders. Having consensual intercourse comes with a big major responsibility. We need to be truthful. Its primary purpose is for producing babies. Yes, it's pleasurable, but our bodies were designed to desire sexual pleasure in order to have intercourse for sole purpose of reproducing. If no person is ready or ever wants to have children, it's imperative for both parties to make certain they protect themselves, to make sure they both educate themselves to best of their ability on best birth protection there is, weigh out their options, to fully grasp there is a risk it could very well happen in 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 spite of birth protection. Now that has happened. My sister was a diaphragm baby. My wife's second daughter was a pill baby. If they're not equipped with responsibility at no risk of the risk to refrain from intercourse, in other words, if you don't have the contraception, then do not do intercourse. Just as when we own a vehicle, we're legally bound to have insurance if there's an accident by our fault to cover damages incurred. However, we have a child. With having a child, if not able to afford, if neither parent or one parent chooses not to fulfill their financial obligation, it falls on the taxpayers or family or friends end up raising them. In many cases, they can't afford it, barely scraping by. Some things in life are out of control. They happen regardless how responsible we live, how hard we try to keep one foot in front of the other. Those situations are understandable. But there's control, awareness of choices, knowing full well the risk, knowing right from wrong, it shouldn't be other people paying. As much as we're to be of service to our fellow human beings, to help when and where we can, we also are responsible not to be unnecessarily burdened out of making irresponsible choices, knowing full well what they were before making the choice. Unfortunately, not everyone has the same opportunities. Many living in unsafe environments, lack of resources or better education, health resources, guidance, no transportation, no moral support, that are truly doing what they can within limited resources. In predicaments such as that, it's where humanity needs to be to advocate, to be their voice, mentorship, and do what we can within our means to guide, provide, and uplift. A lot of us human beings make poor decisions based out of lack of early childhood love, lack of education, on psychological, emotional awareness, early childhood guiding, trauma, and opportunities. Sex becomes a go-to to escape discomfort, and in many cases, substance abuse. When on substances, it can increase more irresponsible choices. Sex, drugs, and alcohol are not the answer to leading a fulfilling life. For the record, I have had my share of mistakes, some by raising in a very dysfunctional and abusive home. It didn't provide me help, self-care, and management, love, knowledge, insight, and so on. But other mistakes I knew full and completely aware of. With all dysfunctional feuding, name-calling, daily attacks on YouTube or anywhere on social media, all it is doing is creating further dysfunction, abuse, and hatred. A person living a life derailing, causing problems for others, isn't going to straighten up by that approach. It would be different if someone would live with was a problematic where we held some control in their decision making to prevent further damage to us and themselves. But on social media, it won't work that way. Actually, online commentary abuse is creating more of a angrier and divided society. There's a way to communicate indifference, disagreements, and a person that is a issue without aggressive and hatred commentary. I have a question some of you might know the answer to. If a man murders a pregnant woman, how far does she need to be for the fetus to be considered a murder? Does this apply to all states in the United States? What do y'all think about that? This person has done some deep soul searching. You damn right, to you. I was amazed. I was spellbound. I was sitting there. That woman had my heart. She actually was able to do more than I could in that chat the other night. She was able to break it down for all facets she was able to communicate to everybody. That was the most well said statement comment I've ever seen. I don't think I've seen one like that. And I've seen some long ones. I mean, some damn throwing everything but a kitchen sink at me. But that right there was thought provoking. It made me sit and think, and I think you answered a lot of questions. And it actually, it was that whoever that person is, I admire. Her name was Linda Carter. It's in the commentary. I don't know who she is. I thought I've seen her in chat before. But that was awesome. That right there is the reason what community posting is all about. You're right, to you. That was very powerful. That's right. And that's what, to me, it just makes me know why I'm here. That right there, I learned from that statement, didn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, that to me, I got insight from that. Even the last paragraph about the YouTubers, about the creators. You got to see something in there that you can make sense out of, right? What's this about, Savannah? What you talking about, sweetie? With Mike, I just saw it with Michael. What is this about? Did I lose y'all or something? Did y'all talking about something else?
A comment that somebody made about Savannah.
Okay.
Savannah's husband must have been sick or something.
Oh, okay. That's why Roe versus Wade worked so well for so long. That's true. To me, that's what I was trying to get at the other night. That's right, Duncan. I was trying to. The point was that by leaving that door open, it gave us an opportunity to try to create something better. But it to me, like it just kind of threw it away whenever you took it away. And that's really what shut it down. That's what really blew my mind. But I thought it was very thought provoking. I think it was. And again, folks, I don't know how else to explain this, but we are in troubling times right now. We're in a time where, we got people that are lashing out, bashing, hating people. They're attacking. They're going after channels. There is a mass strike fixing to be happening here pretty soon. I guarantee it. They might not want to believe it, but I hope that it. Hey, and I'm willing to take the brunt of it if it don't happen. If somebody wants to say I'm just blowing shit up just to get views, and so be it. But at least it'll save channels, because if that shuts them down, because if I just pull the rug out from underneath them, then so be it. I'll take that. I don't care. They can say what they want to. But I know good and well that's what that tactic was today. You got to start watching these channels. It's not being paranoid. It's starting being ready. Pay attention to what's going on. And again, if you're going to take a channel down, take mine down, Big K. Don't take nobody else. Take mine down. We got to stop all this hatred shit. This bashing, this bullying, this doxing, this harassing, this trying to threaten to go after somebody's family. It's getting old. It's gotten old. Some of these people won't grow up. They don't know how to grow up. They're going to keep doing the same shit they've been doing the whole time, and they're going to keep getting away with it. What are we supposed to do? Like it? They call us bullies. They try to compare us to the bullies just to make themselves better. And they always use, and Jester Receipt, she knows this. And I like her non-biased approach, because she don't play on his side. Now they've tried. You sit and watching her lives and Jester Receipts, you can see how certain individuals, same one we've been talking about, they'll come in there and they're like, doesn't YouTube see you're the problem? Yeah, they will. But massive strikes is what you got to watch out for. That's the ones that it can be a tendency. Yeah, if and especially like it's just like excuse me. It's just like copyright strikes. Somebody come at you and say that you're copyright striking. Well, they better be able to hold their merit and better hold their damn kilt up, because you better have proof that somebody's that you've got copyright rights to your channel. Now, the only one I know has been copyrighted so far right now that I know of is got to be CM and White Boy Lockdown. That's the only one I know that, as far as little channel. When I call little channel, other than CM, I ain't seen nobody else that's got copyright that puts a TM on in their name. I'm not even sure if CM is, but Yeah, other day I got accused, threatened with that shit, and I knew damn well I was begging her to come on with it because I know damn well she's not copyrighted. She ain't big enough to even do that. She don't even know what the hell it means. But it's just the point of threatening somebody. That's how they do it. That's how they operate. We got to get out of that too. But yeah, let them copyright strike somebody. Let them do it, and if they ain't got the shit and read together, guess what happens? Ask Trish. You know, from Missing But Not Forgotten. What happened to her? Because she was not. She might have thought she was, but she wasn't, and it ended up going against her. And that's how the bullies win. They get you tricked into thinking you got something you ain't, and that's bullshit. But anyway, you know, they think they're smarter than we are. I don't like that divide. I think there's people over there in that group that damn knows what the hell's going on. They know better than what it is. It's about time they start stepping up and walking away from it. The rest of y'all are. You're welcome, Landry. There's a lot of people over there that, like I said, I could see me getting along with a lot of people if it wasn't for just that one stigmata fact of it being under that creator's name. Because those people, I know their intelligence. I can see what they say in chats. I watch the chats. I see what people talk about, and I see what they're bringing to the table. There's not a lot of. It's not all hate. There's compassion. I know everybody's got that, and it's your compassion can be misread. You got to be careful with your compassion when you let it get the best of you. When you got to be. That's right. You got to be stronger together, Charlie. But you got to know what your compassion is supposed to be about. What are you supposed to be compassionate for? It shouldn't be. And I know this channel is not going to get the views other channels get because the simple thing is why? Because I don't, unless I put it out there that I'm bringing somebody out on carpet. That's when I get it. I know that. There's certain things that we claim to want to talk about that I might think is important that y'all don't want to hear. I understand that. That's how it works. I know where the drama is, and that's what they want to see. I think there's a lot of people that's realizing that this is really going down. It's time to stop. So I think we're going to close it on that. The hatred's got to stop, and the only way we can do it is we can work together on it. And I really do believe that'll happen. And I got to get ready for work and go to sleep. So I appreciate every one of y'all come in today. Appreciate every one of y'all. If you're new here, I hope you come back. I hope you subscribe. Hit the like button if you wish.
Leave a comment.
Leave a comment. Yeah, leave a comment in the past section. Let's see what you think about the show. Again, everybody's welcome here. We don't have no problems here. I'm glad that some of y'all been able to finally come over and see what we're about. Spend time to come in. I appreciate it. God bless each and every one of y'all. And again, I hope we didn't upset nobody, but if we did, we can at least leave and go to our separate corners being unscathed. God bless each and every one of y'all and have a good night. Peace.